Jimmy, you've been to several clubs, obviously, before Chelsea.
Yeah.
And maybe you looked a little bit as though you'd never quite found your home. And the impression was when you came to Chelsea that you just looked at home straight away.
Well, I had 4 great years. Or great, you know, family-wise, you know, good years. Didn't expect that it would end after this 4th year, but yeah, Chelsea is a really club to my heart, and only got good memories of Chelsea, and I will always follow them.
How easy was it to settle when you came?
At Chelsea, very easy. I must say, at that year, it was me, Ida, Mario Stanic, all 3 together, and helping each other, and it worked quite well. It was quite easy, actually. Unfortunately, at that year, Vialli was sacked after a few games, and we had to start all over again with Ranieri. But for me to settle in, the fans were brilliant to me, and yeah, I really liked it.
And you won a medal, and you scored a goal.
Well, I scored a goal. I won the Charity Shield. Yeah, well, the only down point, what I can say in those 4 years, that we haven't won enough, you know, and definitely not challenged enough.
But you came to score goals, and you did it from that first match.
Well, you always look back and you always think, oh, I could have done better, or I wanted to do better. But yeah, I think especially in the first 2 years, and of those first 2 years, the 2nd year, I think I played my best football with Ida, and up front, we were just tremendous, and I was even nominated in best player of the Premiership, one of the 6. So for me, that was a very big asset.
You came, you settled, you made a lot of friends straight away, didn't you, amongst the squad?
Yeah, well, I played with a lot of really good players. Marcel Desailly, Gustavo Poyet, who I still speak to once in a while, Gianfranco Sola, who is tremendous, you know, and Frank Lampard, John Terry, who came through from the youth, Ida Gudjonsson. You can keep on going, you know. Played with a lot of good players, and to play with those players every day, to train with those players, and to see what they are doing on the training pitch, you know, to learn. You just get better yourself, you know. So yeah, it was a nice time.
You came, we thought, to help us win the league,
Yeah.
but as you say, the team got turned around after 5 games in the league that season, and Claudio came in. How much of a shock was that to you?
Well, a big shock, because normally if you are allowed to spend 15 million on one player, and 7 million on another, and 4 million on Ida Gudjonsson, I would have thought that your job was secure, you know. So I wouldn't think that it wouldn't even cross my mind to say he's going to be sacked in 5 weeks' time, you know. So it was quite a big surprise.
But Claudio took over, and in his first game you scored arguably your best goal for the club at Manchester United.
Well, not one of the best. Yeah, it was, yeah, against Manchester United, and I think it will always stay in my memory, that goal.
We never really challenged for the title in that first season,
No.
but in the penultimate game we went to Liverpool and we needed a point to keep it alive, and you scored 2 goals.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about that game, actually. It was a strange game, wasn't it? I think first half was 0-0. And Michael Owen got one.
Michael Owen is in.
I got one.
Hasselbaink. His sort of range. It's his sort of goal.
And then he got another one.
Owen!
And in the last 10 or 15 minutes, I got another one.
Oh, Hasselbaink. It's 2-2. Hasselbaink.
We played quite well. They were quite lucky, actually, to get away with a point, because we played quite well. Yeah, very important for the club.
And then we went to Manchester City, having to win the game to make certain of a UEFA Cup.
Yeah, I remember that game because it was the last game of the season, and people already said to me, warned me that, Jim, if it is 2 minutes to go, don't stay too far from the tunnel because everyone will be coming on the pitch. So I knew that. So a minute before, I saw already all the supporters going towards the pitch, and when the referee blew, everybody was running at us.
And there it goes. Oh, and there's a crowd invasion.
And I thought, like, all the players ran into the tunnel, and everybody was happy to just have made it into the tunnel. So I don't know the result anymore. That I remember of that game.
So we qualified for the UEFA Cup, but it was that 20-goal figure. Kerry Dixon had done it in 1989-90 when he got 25, and no one had done it since. How aware were you of passing the 20-goal mark?
I did quite well for my first year. It's always a little bit difficult to settle in and to learn how your teammates are playing, but I did quite well, I think, goal-wise. It was a little bit disappointing team-wise what we put down, because 6th is not what we expected. I think all strikers know about how many goals they score, but if I was really focused of getting the 20, no, I just wanted to get as many as possible. And if it was 20, happy, but if it could be 30, even happier, or 31, you know what I mean? So, no, not really that focused.